Hi everyone, you're wondering how to make these awesome packing tape ghosts? This is a step-by-step tutorial to show you exactly how to make them. And you should be able to make them with ease after watching this video. I hope it helps. So to start out, you're going to need some scissors. I like to use the kid scissors because they're not sharp on the top. And if you're using a child to make the ghosts, it's a less chance of cutting them, which is a win-win, right? But you can use whatever scissors you want. It's just what I like to use. Then you're going to need saran wrap or some plastic wrap, whatever you want to call it. And then you will need your packing tape. This one's almost gone because I've been using a lot of it. It used to be like there. Anyway. And then my victim. In this case, I'm trying to make a baby ghost. And so I have this doll that I'm borrowing. But so to start out, to get to this point right here, I tape the baby's hand because it's different. See, um, take some saran wrap, and then oh, sorry, you just cover where you want to tape. And in this case, I'm making the body part because I already have the head, and this arm is taken care of. So I need a body to attach them to. You just take sections. This part, I think, personally, is the trickiest part, the body. So I decided to show you guys this part. And cover it as best you can where you want to tape. And it doesn't have to be pretty, just as long as it's covering where you want to tape. That's all that really matters. And then if it won't stay put while you're getting other sections of saran wrap, you can take a piece of packing tape and kind of tape it in place. Get the desired areas covered. See, I'm just covering it in saran wrap where I want it. And once you start taping, it'll look better too. Just a quick, I need to cover you thing. So I'm sure it's fun watching me do this. Yay. Okay, so I got my baby covered where I want to tape it. Covered in saran wrap. Just getting the top portion of the body. Like I said, sections works best. Easier to cut off that way. Take your packing tape. Then you want to do small sections of packing tape. It's easier to control. Unless you have skinny packing tape, and then it doesn't matter as much. Where did I put my scissors? There it is. Start with small sections, and then start taping. Tape, 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 and tape. Keep on taping. Sometimes your tape doesn't want to cooperate with you. That's no surprise there, though. Just tape. Just tack it on. For the nooks and crannies, like in the armpit area, I like to bend the tape in half, side pointing out, and then I stick it in the armpit or wherever the crease is. and I pull the tape down. If the tape won't lay flat, see if I can give you guys an example. I have tape right here. Can't really see it, I'm sorry. It's clear. But you just kind of cut where the creases, that makes it so it doesn't take flat, right in the middle of it, and then you should be able to lay the tape flat. But I'm gonna tape this body. I'm gonna just stop the video, tape the body real quick, and then you guys can kind of see what I do next after that. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys again really soon. While taping this baby doll, I just thought of a problem that I had when I was using my 5-year-old daughter as a model. When I was doing one of her arms, I made it too tight around her arm, which made it really hard to cut it off of her arm. So if you're using a person, I highly suggest giving yourself just a tiny bit of working space. Kind of like, let's see if I can show you guys. Right here, there's just a little bit of space. You just need to make sure you don't do it too tight, because the more you tape, sometimes it creases and folds, which makes it tight around the arm or wherever you're working. So when you are using a person, you need to just make sure that you give just a tiny bit of space, enough that the scissors can go through when you're cutting the seam. Make sure that the scissors can go through safely without getting too close to the skin. Just a thought real quick. I'm gonna continue taping this baby doll. And so many of you wanted this video. I really do hope that it helps. Getting where the head is and the shoulder right here. And so I'm folding the tape in half to get to the hard parts. And then right here, it's not folding down for me. So I'm going to cut it right here. This is where the shoulder meets the arm. It's getting there. I mean, the saran wrap's not moving anymore. It's just patience and just a lot of taping. That's all it is. It's a lot of taping. And like I said before, the more tape you use, the stronger it's going to get and less chance of it getting squished and ruined, as my children love to do. I gotta make sure mine are very strong. Kids like to step on it and squish it and stuff. Take small chunks of tape. Just tape. Tape, 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 tape. And I'm finding that this doll is a little bit harder because it doesn't hold still like a person will. If you say, hold still. The direction I want this baby to go is not quite going the way I wanted it to. That's okay. I'll make it work. One beauty of doing it in sections is that you can kind of control the angle of the way you want your ghost to be. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the arm off. That sounded horrible. I'm going to cut the seam and show you guys how to do the arm. And I'll hurry and finish the body. And then I'll have the body, an arm, and a head so I can show you how to connect the pieces. So with this arm, it's finished. So what I'm going to do is carefully, without ruining this baby doll, I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut a seam on the baby doll so that I can have my ghost arm. And sometimes you can get away with not cutting it completely, and then just kind of like a snake skin, just kind of slide it off. Baby wrist, wrist is a little too tight. And pop! There it goes. And now you got yourself an arm. Usually when I did it with my daughter, I did the hand separate from the arm, and then I just combined the two when I was done. I figured it would be a lot easier and safer to do that way with my daughter. With my husband, I plan on making a ghost with him. I'll probably do the hand and the arm together. Less work, and I don't know. I might just do the hand and arm separate like I did with my daughter, but okay. So now that you have the seam, you need to tape it shut so that you have a full ghost arm. With this one, I take even smaller sections of tape. I hope you guys see that okay. And then I carefully just combine the two where I had the seam, and then I tape it shut. And then with taping the seam, when you combine it with other parts of the body, right here, I don't go all the way up with taping the seam. I leave like an inch, maybe half an inch, where the seam is open. I found that doing that makes it easier to combine the body parts together. That way, if I choose to stuff this arm into the shoulder area of the baby that I'm working on, it's easier. Or if I choose to put the shoulder into this arm, there's the space to stuff it in. And then you can tape it together when you connect it all. I'm going to hurry and finish this. I'm going to finish the torso of the baby, and then I will get back to you guys. This video is turning to be longer than I wanted. I'm not 100% done with the torso, but I just decided, just so you guys know, you can do this. The front, I made it really long down here, but then the back, I made it kind of short, and I decided that I want it longer. So what I'm going to do is put more saran wrap and just kind of tuck it in, and then just keep on taping to make the back a little bit longer. I'm going to show you guys what to do. I just didn't think you wanted to watch me fight with my saran wrap. So I'm just going to rip a piece off and take my baby, just kind of stuff it where I already have it. That way the surface area is a little bit longer. I can make the torso a little bit longer too. There we go. Now that it's covering more of the baby and I have more space, tape. So yeah, now I'm going to finish the torso and continue. Okay, so I finished taping the torso, and now I'm going to cut the mold off. This poor doll that is all taped up. Yeah. So just take the scissors, and just like the arm, just start cutting a seam, cut it off. My daughter would not be happy with me if all of a sudden I made her baby hairless. Yeah. So see, I cut the seam right here, but because of the arms, I'm having a difficult time here. If you can't pull it through, like I just did, you can cut a seam. Ah! Okay, I'll just take it off first, and I'll show you. Let's go, baby. Okay. If you're having a hard time getting it off with the arms, you can cut a seam right here. It's more taping that you'll have to do and more putting together, but anything that will make it so you can get it off in as few pieces as possible. So there is my baby torso. I'm going to tape the seam, and then I will show you how I'm going to attach the head next. So stay tuned. 1 second. So before I could attach the head to the torso, I discovered that I didn't make the shoulder areas strong enough. And so before I attach the head, I am just taping them and making them thicker and stronger. That way it's better able to support the head. Yeah. Worded that funny, but I'm sure you guys get me. And if your tape folds while you're messing around with it and part of it's not sticky, don't worry about it because you can just tape over that fold and then you won't waste any tape. And you'll still have the strength of the tape. And you won't even know the fold is there. Okay. Now we got my baby torso. I left some saran wrap up here. I think there's like maybe one layer of tape right around here. Some areas just saran wrap. Then with the baby head, same thing. I left some saran wrap. It's not a perfect, nice seam. You don't want it to be, I don't think. And then you just take the head, you position it onto the body the way you want. So right here, it's overlapping. I'm trying to get closer so you guys can see. So right here, it's going to be overlapping on the baby's chin. And then back here, I have this leftover space that's going to go over the back. That's why you want those extra spots. It just helps in attaching it. So you have that, and then this extra space that's going to go onto the chin. And then you carefully just tape around that to attach the head. And right here, if you have some empty space right here that doesn't have any saran wrap, you can take a chunk of saran wrap, put it in a ball, and then just put it in that hole, and then tape it. I've also found that if you take that ball and put it on the tape first, and then position that ball that's on the tape into the hole, then that's also another easy way to solve that problem. But yeah, so that's a way to attach the head. The arm, like I said, I left a little bit of the seam. Oh, a little more. I meant taped it more than I wanted to. But just like the head, I think it's like that. So this case, this side is fatter, and it's going to be easier for me to take the arm and put it in the shoulder. Then you'll just tape around here where they're connecting. And then you will have a torso with a head and an arm. And you can position it any way you want. You can have it face up, whatever. Just as long as you can tape it together. It's pretty easy, I think. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me through Facebook on this YouTube channel that I'm making this video for. If you want a better tutorial, I plan on using my son for another ghost that I'm going to hang up on the tree to make it look like a child is hanging from the tree, on the branch. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm actually pretty excited for that one. Uh, for those who are wondering what I'm doing to stand up my ghost girl, I am using some metal that I'm going to paint white, and then I'm cutting a hole in her foot, and then I'm going to prop her up that way, see if it works. I may put her next to the tree too and do both the metal into the ground, then into her foot, and then I may also do some fishing line to connect her head to the tree, just added support to make sure she doesn't go anywhere because I live in a really windy area. So, yeah, I hope this video helps. I'm sorry it's longer than I was expecting. I don't have any editing software or anything like that on my laptop. This was kind of a unexpected video. I gotta go though. Any questions? Feel free to ask me. I am more than happy to share what knowledge I do have. Thank you.